No one loves SUVs more than the Americans, but nobody knows more about building 4x4s than Land Rover. And while the Yanks have been unveiling loads of off-roaders left, right and centre here at Detroit, the one that's been stealing all the attention is British, the LRX. Obviously, being a coupe, this car has a lot of quirky design features. Now, one of the ideas with this vehicle is that you take it to the rugby, maybe the cricket or even the races, and you'd be able to sit out the back here on this load area to watch the match. Obviously, you want to have to enjoy some refreshments when you're watching the game. So in here would be a chilled bottle cooler for keeping your champagne nice and cold, and it just attaches here on the back of the vehicle. And if you want to listen to the game with full commentary, you can press this button here and it should bring out the speakers so you can listen to the radio while you sit out the back of the car. This vehicle is about the same size as the Freelander, but as you can see, it's got a more aggressive upmarket face. There is the traditional Land Rover clamshell bonnet, but if you move around the side, you'll see how the windscreen wraps all the way around into the side windows, really setting off that floating roof effect. The shoulder line rises sharply to the rear of this vehicle, making it look like a classic wedge shape. And you'll notice, obviously, there's no rear doors, and that's because it's a coupe. There's some really neat features inside this car. For instance, if you look at the dash, it's got a magical 3D display with the rev counter and the speedo looking like they're jumping right out at you. And the car, you actually start it using Apple's rather cool iPhone. Look in the centre there, you can see the start button, and you just dab it, and that would turn the engine over. The engine isn't the only eco-friendly thing about this car. The seats use leather which have been dyed using a vegetable dye, which means they're much better for the environment. Also, this soft roof lining, which feels like Alcantara, is actually made from recycled bottles.